Justin Roberts suggested that we talk about individuals perfecting their gifts or talents and turning it into a business. You know, anything you're kind of good at. And it's an important topic, especially in business. Okay, it affects personal lives as well. You know, we've spoken before about why individuals, or why, you know, when you're at work, why you fall away from that. You find something that you're no longer interested in, whether it be in relationship or in business. Okay, like-mindedness and things like that. Okay, so now we as individuals, we all have capabilities of things that we can do. Okay, but now the things that you can and that we can do, okay, you have that category. I can do. Okay? And then, in all those things that you can do, hey, I can make it to work. Hey, I can get out of bed. Hey, I can do this, I can do that. Hey, I can hammer a nail. Hey, I can type on a keyboard. Hey, I can play an instrument. I can. Okay? But the most important question to ask yourself in personal life and in business, and especially in your personal life, because again, I cannot reflect on this enough, that what you do in your personal life is always, and I mean always, going to affect your business life, whether in short term or in the long term. Okay, so the question you need to be asking yourself at all times, do I want to? It's the key question. Is what I am doing on a daily basis the very thing that I want to do? Okay? And you're going to get bored in life with certain things. You may come in a job, you're just dragging your feet. You know, you come home from work, you're seeing this, you're going through the same routines, and it's becoming boring to you, to where there's no more interest. Okay? And, you know, digging into yourself, and you guys hear me talking about it all the time, of writing things down, and you do not realize how far it'll progress your life. Okay? You know, you always see individuals as you're growing up, and sometimes even in adulthood, you know, you have pictures hanging on the wall, reminders to yourself sometimes of, hey, this is, you know, what I need to be thinking about, or hey, you see an icon sit up on the wall as far as a sports athlete or somebody that, you know, is something you look up to. Okay? But is that what you want to do? Okay? You know, and a lot of times, you know, you see something every day, it starts to pique your interest, but without digging in yourself to find out if, you know, your qualities, your characteristics, your talents, your gifts are going to reflect or provide you the opportunity to do so. Okay? Sometimes this want to that we have here, we do not have what it takes. It's simple. Okay? It happens. You know, and that's where we need to find ourselves and find out our capabilities, our talents, our gifts. There's too many individuals that try to go out there and they want to go do something just because they can. And it affects progress. All of a sudden, you know, you're delayed, you know, a month, 2 months, 2 years, 10 years, because you did not find, you know, what you could do and relate that to, hey, this is something I want to do. Okay, and then in the same sense, though, once you find what it is that you want to do, can I do it? They go hand in hand, but they are not the same. They're not even close to being the same. Okay? So, when you find yourself with something that you want to do, I implore you guys to visit Justin Roberts' page, kind of scroll through there, and press play on him playing music. It's beautiful. Okay? You're not going to hear anything like it. I'm sure you've heard something like that, but what I'm getting at is it's the enjoyment, and you see it as he's doing that. Okay? So now, once you find that, hey, how am I going to utilize this into doing something that's going to be for my life? This is what I love to do. Okay, and it goes back to finding like-minded individuals. Hey, who's going to help me get to this point? Hey, how can I use this gift? How can I use this talent? Where can I use it at? Okay? You know, and sometimes, you know, starting out with small things. just randomly going out in public. He used to go inside stores and just play the pianos in stores. People hear stuff, And it all goes back with the whole belief system, okay? I don't listen to people anymore. I'm now outside of music, but I don't listen to what people say, okay? I watch people, okay? Because what you hear it all the time. I don't care if it's family, friends, employers, employees, co-workers. I hear people. It's yapping, it's a bunch of chatter. Okay, and very few individuals are going to be doing the things that they say that they do, or that they believe in, or that they're going to do, or that they've upheld. Okay, it's not going to happen. Okay, so now when you find that gift, whatever it is, finding individuals, in music and things like that. And now, then you have to ask yourselves the questions of, what can I do? Hey, I can play. Okay, I can play. Okay, so now, can I read music? We're just using this as an example right now. Okay, so can I read music? Hey, can I weld? Hey, can I, wire the house up? Can I connect it to the breaker box? Can I run it out to the pole? Can I do what it takes to do this thing that I want to do? Okay, unfortunately, sometimes not all of us are always going to have the capabilities of it. Some individuals have learning deficiencies that are not going to allow them to promote in the things that they want to do. Okay, but you can still take that same interest that you find and find something that you can do. Okay, where that want is still going to provide you that drive to go in there and do the things that you need to do every day, whether in personal life or in business. Okay, so can I read the music, or can I just play it? Some people can just play by sound or by mind. How a key sounds. You can just play it in your head. Beethoven, for example. You can just play it in your head. You don't need to look at a piece of paper. You don't need to, have the lead sheet laying out in front of you. Okay? But if that's not a possibility, how are you going to get the others in the orchestra, in the band, in the group to play with you? Okay, hey, this is how my part fits in with that. Okay? So then if I can't do this, finding an individual that can do that, okay? And I don't mean like writing the songs down, that's important as well, but the music to that song, okay? Many of you know me, I write a lot of poetry. My voice is not a singing voice, okay? So I send it to different organizations, 5-Star Music Masters up in Delaware, Massachusetts, for example, and they have their musicians produce lead sheets. And you can have 10 lead sheets provided to you for like, $85, $90. And then you just take that lead music and you go find musicians that can play that. Whatever genre that you actually wrote that word for, or poem for, or song for. Okay? And it's something that I love to do. It's something that I want to do. I want to continue to be able to sit there and write down my thoughts, my ideas, my feelings, what I see in the world, what I see in you, what I see in you. I want to continue to do that. It's something that I have a passion about. It's something I love to do. That's why I write so many papers. That's why I write so many books. Okay? Do I publish them? No. I publish it in my actions that I do. Okay? So then, what is the group? Okay? Personal life and in business. Are the individuals that I want to grow with around me got the same mindset? Are they the ones that I want to have there with me when I start? When I continue, when I'm growing, when we never end, okay? Because sometimes, and that's why, a lot of people that know me in business, and regardless of the positions, that I'm not there to make friends. I'm there to do a job. I take it serious. I take pride in what I do. If I can develop friendships along the way, that's great. That's perfect. Hey, yeah. But in the same sense, though, business is business. And in something like this, and no matter where you're trying to go and utilize your talents, utilize your gifts, okay? People closest to us a lot of times will tear that gift away from us or beat it down to where you feel like it's not worth anything. And that's the most fallible implement that you can actually have around you, okay? That's why you see so many groups that used to be so close together, they expand, and then they fall apart. Businesses, the same way. Family, they just call off of work whenever they want to. Oh, hey, you understand. expect certain things, expect favoritism because of that. Okay, but are you utilizing who you are and what you do to make it the best of where you are? Okay, there's gifts and talents that we can utilize in our personal lives, with our relationships with our family or our friends and things like that, especially with parenthood. Okay, you as a parent, you know, when you see your kid, oh my God, my kid can talk. Everybody's going to be able to talk at some point. Not everybody, but I mean, you know what I'm getting at. I'm sorry. But, you know, hey, oh my God, they were the first ones to this. Are they the next Doogie Howser? Hey, I don't know. But you need to keep it in a real line check. Okay? If you see your kid doodling art, if they see them write a lot, you know, pay attention to your kids, because a kid is going to show you their talent from the gate. You know, and that's where, you know, today's society has fallen so far away, because we all have to find our own gifts, we all have to find our own talents, but you don't have anybody pushing you to achieve that. You know, it's like, you know, with sports, you know, a lot of parents are able, you know, to provide what the child needs to progress forward, progress the guidance, and have that belief that, hey, you can do this if this is what you want to do, if that's what you want to do. Okay? But also, you also have to keep them gifts and them talents in check, and hey, is this a realization as far as what I can do professionally, or is this something I just need to keep on my personal side? Okay? So, if I'm able, and I have a gift to go out here and play music as Justin does, which I don't, okay, where can I go to actually have this done? Now you have to look at what careers you can actually obtain to do that. Do I want to produce my own records? What's it going to take to do that? Okay? How much money am I going to have to invest to do this? Okay, so, and it's all going back to that business plan. You know, a business plan isn't just for work. A business plan can be for your personal life. Hey, this is what we need to actually get out of debt. You know, we're looking to buy a house in 2 years. Hey, this is what we're going to need to do to obtain that. Okay, there's a business plan that has to be done all the way across the board. Utilizing your gifts and your talents to find out how you're going to get there, you know, is going to keep that path that you're on a straight and narrow path. Okay? You're going to expect the roadblocks. You're going to expect that, hey, my electric bill next month may be a little bit higher because the AC's been running all month. Okay? Hey, I took a job that's 15 minutes longer. Hey, I'm going to need a little bit more money for gas. Okay? You're going to have to keep yourself mentally prepared for all the different things that are going to come at you. Okay? And that's the true test of a gift or a talent. That's a true test of the, do I want to? What's going to stop you from going and doing that? Okay? If you have a talent in sales, I am the sales guy. But if you have a talent at something, apply it to your career. Okay? Make it a want to. Because if you can't find that, hey, I want to get up and go to work rather than I have to get up and go to work, you know, that have to and want to, it's going to affect you emotionally. It's going to affect your mindset while you're at work, while you come back home. You know, if you're doing a job that you hate on a daily basis and you come dragging your feet home when you get into your door, you know, your kids are going to be affected, your spouse is going to be affected, your loved one's going to be affected, your family's going to be affected. And you yourself are going to be affected. Okay? And measuring out your talents and your gifts, what you need to be considering the whole time when you're sitting there planning everything out. Okay? Would I employ me? Would I listen to me? Would I build my own house? You know? Instead of you looking around like, hey, I want that person to be here. If you were around that crowd, would you say, hey, you know what, that's the guy I want here. That's the lady I want here. Okay? Picture yourself out in that crowd of 100 people, and if you could not say to yourself that, hey, you know what, I'd be in that top 5, evaluate yourself. You're looking at the wrong things. Okay? You want to be mentally prepared, you want to be physically prepared, you want to be educated, you want to have the skills, you want to have the gifts, you want to have the talents that it is going to take to maintain what it is that you're trying to achieve. Okay? So, the can and the want to, is this something that is viable? Is it something that I can sit there and say, hey, you know what, this is something that's realistic, that I can build a dream on, that I can grow on, and that it is going to be there continuously in the future? Okay? And then the thing you need to keep in check the most is, hey, is this just a hobby or is this a career? Okay? And finding on how to apply that to your life is in a simple task as far as looking at what the things are that you're good at. Okay? But just because you're good at them, is it the things that you want to do? If not, you need to keep digging. Okay? Don't settle for less just because that, hey, it's enough to get me by. Okay? It's the same thing with work. A lot of times you see individuals that don't want to be at work. They don't want to be there. But they want to go because they have a family that they have to take care of. They have responsibilities that they need to take care of. Okay, so that becomes that want. Okay, does it make them happy? Yeah, they feel that they feel accomplished. That, hey, you know what? At the end of the week, regardless of all the stuff that I had to go through and I made it. It's possible. I have money left over. I can do this or I can do that. Okay, they accomplished what they wanted to do. They wanted to provide for their family, and they did so. Okay, and then don't place too high of a means on what you're actually trying to accomplish with the can-do or the want. Okay? Some things just don't come overnight. Sometimes you got to take the different baby steps and things like that. Sometimes you might have to just go out there and volunteer or go play in the park for people to listen to. Somebody that'll promote you will come by and hear you. Or reach out to individuals that do write different business plans and things and can do demographics to find out where the need is most for what it is that you do. Okay? But gifts and talents, watch your children. They'll show you what they're good at if you let them, if you pay attention to them. In today's day and age, if you asked 100 parents, they'd probably say, "Hey, my kid's pretty good at video games." Okay? But is that viable? Is that something that is actually going to progress them in life? Sometimes it might be a computer programmer. I don't know. Hey, don't get me wrong. But still, pay attention and push them towards their dreams and their goals. Not in a forceful manner, but hey, is this the want to that my kid wants? Okay? You guys have a blessed day. I love you all. Reach out.